At Numerian Capital, we bring you the latest stock news each day. Please like and subscribe so we can bring these articles to you each day. Thank you.
Today, January 4, 2023, reverse share split won't save Camber Energy stock. This self-preservation tactic doesn't make Camber Energy stock any more attractive. Camber Energy is unprofitable but is still spending many millions of dollars. The company's quick fix for a delisting threat shouldn't assuage concerned shareholders. It's wise for prospective investors to resist any dip-buying temptations when it comes to Camber stock. Camber Energy's Nissamkit CEI shareholders had a terrible 2022, marked by occasional pops along a persistent downward trajectory in Camber stock. This year probably won't be any different, as Camber Energy's strategy to avoid delisting isn't a real, long-term solution. Besides, the company's financials don't seem to support Camber Energy's massive spending plans. Therefore, prospective investors ought to think twice before hitting that buy button. It's somewhat ironic that the U.S. energy sector outperformed the majority of market sectors in 2022, yet Camber Energy shares lost most of their value. This just goes to show that poor performers can exist within successful segments of the economy. Nonetheless, some bold souls may be tempted to go on a dip-buying mission in 2023. The ultimate choice is yours to make, but don't assume that Camber Energy will reward its loyal shareholders with outsized returns this year. Camber Energy's $1.88. What's happening with Camber stock? Many energy companies pay dividends, but Camber Energy doesn't even do that. Thus, last year's drawdown in Camber stock from $45 to around $2, split adjusted, as we'll discuss momentarily, was particularly painful. Along the way, there were a few dramatic share price rallies that lucky traders could have taken advantage of. Camber Energy's long-term investors got hammered, though, and there's no compelling reason to expect a turnaround. Consider that Camber Energy's cash position dwindled from $5.85 million at the end of 2021 to $2.46 million at the end of September 2022. Furthermore, the company posted a $23.28 million net earnings loss during last year's third quarter. That's an alarming result for a relatively small business with a $36 million market capitalization. Even with its recently reported $2.46 million cash balance, Camber Energy still plans to spend $69 million to acquire various oil companies. This certainly isn't a good example of fiscal discipline, and it should concern anyone considering a position in Camber stock now. Don't be encouraged by the reverse split. In case you're still not convinced that Camber Energy is having issues, listen to this. In November, the company disclosed that it had received a non-compliance notice from the NYSE American Exchange. Reportedly, the average 30-day trading price of Camber stock fell below the NYSE American Exchange's minimum required price of 20 cents. That's a clear violation of the exchange's rules. Continued non-compliance could have resulted in Camber Energy getting booted from the NYSE American Exchange. The ideal solution would have been for Camber Energy to avoid that problem a long time ago, by providing better value for its current and prospective investors. However, Camber opted for a quick fix as the company enacted a 1-for-50 reverse share split. This will artificially inflate the Camber stock price, though it won't actually add value to an investment in Camber Energy. Sure, the company may avoid the delisting threat for the time being. Don't view any of this as assurance that Camber Energy has improved as a business, though. Now's not the time to buy Camber stock. Camber Energy's financial issues didn't disappear just because the company averted delisting last year. Besides, the company's long-term investors are still holding a heavy bag. There are plenty of other energy companies to consider. So, don't feel compelled to jump into the trade with Camber Energy. Sooner or later, there could be another delisting threat with CEI stock if the company continues to demonstrate financial problems. Hence, the best policy right now is to seek energy industry opportunities elsewhere.
Thanks for watching Numerian Capital News. Please come back tomorrow for another stock news update. Thank you.